This is a river that was abused by big polluters. It caught fire when I started working there. It was dead water for 20-mile sections north of New York City, south of Albany, zero dissolved oxygen. Today, it's the richest waterway in the North Atlantic. It produces more pounds of fish per acre, more biomass per gallon than any other waterway in the Atlantic Ocean north of the equator. My pathway to become an environmentalist was a little different. I went to work for a commercial fisherman on the Hudson River, and I spent 35 years representing people whose livelihood depended on the waterways. As the result of our work, the Hudson is an international model for ecosystem protection, and we've cleaned up most of the large pollution sources in the river. But the fishermen are now virtually all out of business, because the fish, although they're abundant, are virtually all of them contaminated with General Electric's PCBs. But they didn't go out of business because their business model didn't work. The reason it stopped working is because the General Electric company had better lobbyists, and they were able to get permission from the Department of Environmental Conservation and federal EPA to do something that was completely illegal, which was to dump its waste into the Hudson River. So New York went along with it. And yet, a decade later, General Electric closed those plants and moved all 60,000 workers out of New York State. And they left the people of the state with a $4.3 billion cleanup bill that nobody can pay. This fishery that had enriched the palate and the culture and the economy and the history of the Hudson Valley for 3.5 centuries was closed down. And it was closed down because somebody got a subsidy. From the beginning, I've said that true free markets, not what we have in this country, which is corporate crony capitalism, would encourage us and force us to properly value our natural resources. If you like this video and you want to learn more about me and the movement that we're building, please go to Kennedy24.com.